Hey everyone, welcome back to my favorite park, Knoebels Amusement Resort. Tonight, I'm here by myself to basically get some dinner, ride some rides, and have an enjoyable evening at the park. Now, although I am by myself, I'm not completely alone because I do have you joining me as well. But before we go any further, if you do enjoy any part of this video, all I ask is to give one of these. So with that said, I invite you to come along with me. One day I'm gonna have a piece of property and run a train just like that on it. All right, first things first, and that's food. I'm pretty hungry, so let's grab some dinner. There's not a whole lot of seating, so I had to get creative. I'm sitting on a bench and you're propped on a bench. And I went to the circular stand in front of the Haunted Mansion and I got myself a chicken cheesesteak with cheese whiz and a traveling taco. So I got the nacho cheese Doritos, has ground beef, lettuce, cheese. I opted for no tomatoes, and I'm gonna pour in the sour cream. And it smells really, really good. There's the sour cream. Have you ever had a traveling taco? If you haven't, it's the same thing as a real taco, except it's in a bag. You can walk around with it, less messy, and still tastes just as good, but you can get nacho cheese, Cool Ranch, or Fritos. There's a nice heaping of it here. Take a sniff, it smells good. One of the things I love about this park, as you can tell, is the shade. There's trees all over the place, and it's always easy to find a nice shady spot because it's actually in the low 80s right now. In the sun it's quite warm, but in the shade it's really comfortable. If you're wondering where you're hearing, the ride operator for the kiddie bumper cars is trying to explain to the kids how to drive. Press the pedal, turn the wheel. And yes, I'm sitting here in the kiddie section. It's the only quiet place I found. Traveling taco is a nice little appetizer. Now it's time for the main course. That is the chicken cheesesteak. Pretty good size one too. You can get regular beef for a cheesesteak, chicken, and they also have sausage and peppers, all of which are really good. I also get this with American cheese. I like the cheese whiz. It gives a nice flavor. All right, that was really good. But now that we have a full belly, what's the time for? Yeah, it's time to do some rides. Let's go. First up is the Haunted Mansion. Here we go! That's new, it's a lamp. Head into the dungeon now, the new room they did for 2021. Oh, they added more lighting too. Looks so much better. best part of the whole ride. Lock your ears. Little monkey hanging around. Ah! And still no water curtain. So, a couple little small changes in there. They added that lamp in the attic room, tipped over on the dresser, and they had some more lighting in the dungeon area, lighting up some of the characters. So, even better than it was on opening day. Let's see, what can we do now? What do you guys want to do? All right, let's wander around a little bit. We'll check lines and see what our next ride's going to be. Found our next ride. Gonna cool off a little bit. Get a little bit wet on the log flume. All right, hold on. Woo! Ooh, almost a big splash. That was a close one. Almost a big wave came right over the top. Ah, getting dripped on. Not supposed to get wet on this ride. What the heck? All right, we're coming up to the geyser area. Hopefully nobody sprays us. I think we're okay. We're doing okay so far? One drop down, one to go, but this is the big one. Make sure you hold on tight, don't lose anything. All right, here we go. Whoa! Oh! I got a little bit wet. That felt really, really good though. Great way to cool off. All right, next ride, let's go. Next up is Gasoline Alley, better known as Antique Cars. I'm driving, but you could either take shotgun or back seat. What color do you think we'll get? We got gray, there's brown or copper, there's blue, green. I think there's even a purple one. Place your bets. Looks like we're getting an ugly gray one. If we were off by one, we would have had blue. All right, make sure your seatbelts are on. These cars get kind of crazy. I'm not a very good driver either. Look, no hands. Don't do that in real life. But the car will practically steer itself. See? All it does is follow the rail. It's always a challenge though to try not to touch the rail. After a few times you get pretty good at it. Alright, how do you shift gears? This is going too slow. You need overdrive, come on! Wipeout is still here, but is permanently closed. They took it off the ride list. Most likely going to be sold to another park or up for auction. I never rode that ride, and I'm glad I never did. Get to go through the innards of the Phoenix, the top-rated floating roller coasters in the world. Well, we're really cruising now. I think we're doing about 2.5, 2.7 miles per hour. All jokes aside, it's actually a really nice, enjoyable track to drive on. It's like a boardwalk for most of it. Then you get to the concrete area. You got, shady trees. You got the coaster, and you get to see kind of the backlot area of Knoebels. I better stop growing. I don't have much room left. Doing okay back there? Where to next? Is there any sheets along the way? Keep your eyes out. As of making this video, today, August 5th, the new ride, Tornado, is not yet operational. They have completed putting up the fence, and everything looks like it's about 95% complete. And as I'm showing you this too, the operator shack and the fence going around it is at a slant, almost like a tornado blew it to its side. But hopefully, fingers crossed, it will be operational for Hollow Fun Nights in October. And as the stratosphere just dropped, I want to point out one of the nice design elements here that Knoebels implements throughout the park. They made their very own Ferris wheel with flower baskets, really colorful flowers, taking the place of people on the Ferris wheel. Hear that sound? That's a very unmistakable sound of a ride here at Knoebels, one that was closed during my previous 2 videos here this year. That is none other than the Flyer. It is up here operational each and every day. I learned that it went under a full refurbishment. Basically stripped it down to its bones, made any necessary repairs, repainted it, rebuilt it, and it opened up sometime in the beginning of July. But the Flyer is here, up and running, for those of you who wish to fly in the air. We're going to take a small break from the rides, head into Playland Arcade, which is air conditioned, and one of the few operating arcades that still takes quarters. Got some tickets here. One of my favorite games to play besides pinball and skee-ball is coin pushers, and here they have Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. We'll pump some quarters in and see if we win any of those cards. Alright, each card is worth 25 tickets. Collect all of them, receive 1,000 tickets, and if you get a golden ticket, that is worth 2,000 tickets, and the golden ticket comes out of that dispenser right there. I got 30 tokens here, so let's see what we can do. Well, we got 10 more shots, and these cards are ready to fall. All right, there we go.
That's it, ladies and gentlemen. The journey is over.
You know what? I gotta try and get one more card. I'm gonna put a little bit more money in. All right, got 12 coins. Let's see if we can get it. Oh, it's close. Oh, I got 25 free shots. All right, I think we're gonna get it. There we go, another card. Let's see, shoot for the middle here. We got 12 tokens left. So close, we got 3 left.
You get nothing.
Ah! So close. Alright, I got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 tickets. And my 2 cards. I got Mike TV and Mike TV. So after the arcade, I came out with 2 TV cards, which I believe are 25 apiece. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 from the skee ball, and looks like 20 or 25 there from Willy Wonka. So I'm gonna take these home, add them to the collection, so Lily could get something next time. Here we have the famous covered bridge. Famous because you could actually write your name on these planks of wood. And I do that each and every year. Let's see if mine is still showing. And here is one of 2 locations. Right there. Cosmo! I know him! I know him! I'd like to share with you why I enjoy coming here in the evening time. There's actually a few reasons. When the sun goes down, temperatures cool off, the lights come on, the mood changes, becomes more peaceful, more relaxing, and the park almost transforms into a whole different place. It's kind of hard to explain, but if you've ever been here in the evening, nighttime hours, or any park like Disney in the nighttime hours, you understand what I'm talking about. So I'd like to take a moment to show you what Knoebels looks like here in the evening time. All right, park closes in about 35 minutes. I think we have time for 2 more rides, so I know just which ones to pick. Cross our fingers, there's not a long line. Do you hear that? Listen closely. Aside from the background noise in the distance, it's quiet. This is one of 2 rides I love to ride in the evening as late as possible. This is the Scenic Skyway, or better known as a chairlift or sky ride. And the whole reason for it is behind me on our way down. So once we loop around, I'll give you some of the incredible views. Now, unfortunately, the park closes at 8 tonight. Fridays and Saturdays it closes at 9. If you were here on this ride around 8:30, quarter to 9, you really can't beat the view of how the park looks illuminated. The sky is nice and dark. So if you ever have the opportunity to come here on a Friday or Saturday night when it's open till 9, I highly advise you to do it.
¿Tú sentiste esa vueltecita?
Ahora sí, ustedes yo lo voy a coger ahora.
Ahora hay que hacer el difícil.
A little fun fact for you, for those of you who enjoy the sky rides and chairlift rides. This particular one, the Scenic Skyway, came all the way from Vermont. It was located at Sugarbush Ski Resort and was responsible for taking skiers to the top of the slopes. They ended up selling it. Knoebels purchased it, transported it here, and it's been one of the iconic rides here ever since. And now I'm going to show you as to why this ride is worthy of a nighttime ride. Does that make sense? Check this out. As we pan down into the valley, there is the park. Ferris wheel is illuminated, largest Ferris wheel in Pennsylvania. Got the pool over there, the twister. And again, if you come here when the park's open later, make this your last ride. It'll make for some really photo-worthy moments, to say the least. Stratosphere off to our right. Getting ready to drop. You can actually hear them screaming from here. As we make our way down, everything gets louder. Live music, the rides, people screaming. So this ride is definitely a great way to have a temporary break from all the craziness that can be found down on the ground. Currently have about 20 minutes left till the park closes. Got about another 3 minutes on this ride, and we're gonna head right over to our very next ride. Fingers crossed, the line is short, we'll hop on that, and that'll be just as enjoyable. And some of you probably know which ride it's gonna be. So the final ride for me and many others is the 1.5 mile trip into the woods on the Pioneer train. Let's see if we encounter any deer or anything exciting along the way. Tube is down. I report, a tube is down. Riding underneath the Twister. Second of 2 wooden roller coasters here. Everyone slap hands. Nobody want to slap my hand. There's the campground fun bus. And my friend Cave Flan is currently camping out in the campground there. I'd like to take a quick moment and just to say a special thanks to the Knoebels family and the staff here at the park. They've had a really uphill battle this year with a lack of employees, as has most businesses around here, and I think they did a phenomenal job with what they had to work with. The park has been super clean. Nearly all rides have been open throughout the year, food stands as well, and even with record crowds, they've been doing a great job of handling everything as best they could. So my hats are off to the Knoebels Park family and employees for doing a phenomenal job. This is why I come to show my support and to patronize their business, because they do a standout job and they really do appreciate everyone that comes here to the park. No, you probably can't see me too well. Making my way to the parking lot. Being my very first solo experience here at the park in the evening, I really had a fantastic time. This was something I've been looking forward to. I've been planning it for over a month. Each time I planned on coming, it either rained or it was like super hot and muggy, and it cooled off nicely. It's in the upper 70s. Humidity's not too bad. Crowds weren't bad at all. The longest line is probably the bumper cars. That's one of the rides I want to ride, and just didn't feel like waiting for that. Aside from that though, I got to do everything I wanted to do. All the rides, minus the bumper cars, all the food, except for ice cream. I was planning on getting that after the train ride, and that was closed, so I missed out on dessert, but I'll grab something on the way home. But coming by yourself definitely has its perks and advantages. You know, you're coming and doing what you want, when you want, at your own leisure. You don't have to worry about anyone else, you know, deciding what they want to do or not want to do. It's all up to you. And that's why I came out to do this, because I always come with friends or with family, which is just as enjoyable, but coming by yourself though is just a whole nother experience. You know, watch, I don't get hit by a car here. So if you guys did enjoy any part of the video, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Was there a certain ride that you liked, or just the whole experience of kind of hanging out with me by myself here? Whatever it is, I'd love to hear your feedback. And like I said, if you enjoyed the video, a thumbs up is greatly appreciated. And if you'd like to see more Knoebels content, gotta find my car. They will have a playlist down below in the description. So thank you so very much for spending your night with me, for watching, and for everything that you've done to be a part of the JPVideos community. It means so much to me. As always guys, I'll see you in the next video. Now where is my car? That's a good question. Oh, there it is. You know you're getting old when you can't recognize your own car 50 feet in front of you. Jeez.